I want to recite a sonnet.
You want to recite? Go ahead.
I want to recite a sonnet.
Recite a sonnet.
There's a sonnet that reminds me of this show. It's Shakespeare's sonnet. I think it's 124. I don't know what specifically I don't know if anybody knows what specifically any of the sonnets, who they were for, or whether they were designed as responses to specific things or commissioned by specific people, or just completely entirely personal. But this one
resonates.
I think of this, I associate this sonnet with Coriolanus, whereas like number 2 I associate with Benedict. And not number 42.
Number 42.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything. Benedict. The triumph of love is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Oh God, let's not even go into Douglas Adams. Okay.
Oh jeez, I was not expecting that. That's beautiful too.
Oh dear. Okay, so Sonnet 124. If my dear love were but the child of state, it might for fortune's bastard be unfathered, as subject to time's love or to time's hate, weeds with weeds, and flowers with flowers gathered.
Nope, you're not doing it right.
No, I'm not doing it right?
Nope. You've lost it.
I lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I said and instead of or.
And did that...
Yeah, it did.
Okay, try again.
Try again? Okay. She's a taskmaster. If my dear love were but the child of state, it might for fortune's bastard be unfathered, as subject to time's love or to time's hate, weeds with weeds or flowers with flowers gathered. No. It was builded far from accident. It suffers not in smiling pomp, nor falls under the blows of thralled discontent, whereto the inviting times to fashion call, but stands alone. Oh, I missed a line. Whereto the inviting times to fashion call. It fears not policy, that heretic which works on leases of short-numbered hours, but stands all alone, hugely politic, that it nor grows with heat, nor drowns with showers. This I witness call the fools of time, which die for goodness, who have lived for crime. To me, the feeling of that sonnet reminds me of the feeling of this play. Come witness this horrible thing that happened. You can't ignore it. It's too important to be ignored. Things like this can happen, and it's a tragedy. Just the danger of mob mentality and political wielding of that force without really understanding the consequences of it. It's one of the things in this world that scares me the most. And this show has touched me a lot. And I realized yesterday, I made a connection that I had not made before, that the other show that has played an incredibly important role in my life is Jesus Christ Superstar, which is about exactly the same thing. It just scares me so much, and it's all around us. And it's such a problem in America right now.
It's being used in America right now. It's being abused in America right now. And
people abuse it all the time. It's being abused in state. It's being abused in church. It's being abused in commerce. talking about theater, but the theater is meant to bring up things like this.
Theater is meant to bring attention to the wrongs and the flaws of society, and mob mentality, which was big back then, is also very big now because, well, I don't know why, but it's happened, and this play really does show that.
It illustrates it so clearly.
And it's just the words of a few can and will manipulate the minds and beliefs of the many and uneducated. It's wrong.
It's wrong.
And in Coriolanus, the mob mentality is the thing that hurts his pride the most. They love him, they ask him, they give him their voices for him to become a tribune, and then they shame him by taking back their voices, and his pride is hurt.
Publicly. In a public way that his pride will not allow him to back down from.
Exactly. And then when it is too late for them, and they realize that he is coming for his pride's sake, they go back to say, oh, but we loved him. We just...
And it's just two voices planting seeds to carefully...
Malevolent seeds.
Planted so carefully to whip it up and
into
divert
a frenzy.
And fan it and it's so clearly illustrated in this show that it is important that people see this show, that this is being a national live broadcast show is incredibly important, I think.
Especially in America.
Especially in America.
But the people in America who need to see it won't see it because they aren't educated enough to understand or to even want to see it because it's Shakespeare. That just really pissed me off right there. That the
I don't think it will get sideswept.
It will get sideswept. But
it will be the educated people who see it.
And they will understand it, and then maybe that will open their eyes, if they don't already see it, to the mob mentality in America. No.
But there's validity in that idea, but there's something missing that I can't quite put my finger on, and I don't want to. Whoa, wasp! The wasp apparently agrees with me. Like, I'm gonna stand over here and sting you if you say something wrong. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Watch us. Okay.
He's literally like moved around. He was like, I see you with my many faceted eyes.
I want to say something else, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
Well, then let's talk.
There needs to be more than one national live broadcast. They did.
I think
the first they did, like, when they did rebroadcasts of Macbeth like several times.
Yes, I think there's going to be the live broadcast in January. Yeah, January, and then
January
there's
30th. We've got tickets to that. I'm intent on comparing the the way it is shot with what we saw.
Ooh.
So that because I love doing stuff like that. I love doing stuff like that. What did I look at? What do you think I should have been looking at? Huh? Okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
but I think there's going to be a rebroadcast in March.
I haven't looked.
Like
looked it up.
March 15th and 16th. It was like tribute thing. I thought I saw it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they
hopefully the
need
first
to
one
have
will.
Well, what
will
needs to
generate
happen?
interest.
Exactly.
In the others.
And then when it comes back again and be like, oh, you guys need to see this.
Yeah.
So the educated people see it and are like,
And then
whoa!
Although I will say that there seems to be, from what I've seen in the Upper Valley area, a beginning of going back into looking at Shakespeare and other older art forms.
I had to start reading Shakespeare when I was in 2nd grade.
But I mean outside of school.
Yes, I know.
Outside of school.
I was just being cheeky.
But I'm being very serious at the moment. I can't tell when you're being cheeky. This is being serious, cheeky, serious, cheeky.
Silly.
My side, your side, my side, your side. That was a Farscape reference.
I just got that. Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, that aside, this show needs to be seen, and this show, we are very honored that we were able to see it not once but twice.
And from different viewpoints.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have gotten the squares if I hadn't seen it the second night. On the top. On the top.
The squares.
The squares.
Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. I should have walked away.
And then he's going through the square.
Or him walking through out of the.
That's true.
Out of the arena. It's like
What
waiting.
I just realized. He is not inside the squares when the tribunes are talking and doing those things.
No.
He's not in the squares.
No, he's left them.
He has left the squares. Oh.
Yeah, it's when he's outside that he's doing all the. It's when he's trying to be. Is when he's trying to conform to people's expectations that he's staying in them.
Exactly. Oh, Jesus.
Maggie's brain just keeps exploding. Her brain has exploded so many times because of this.
Fudge sticks and crinkle pots. The times when he is not expected. He is not in those squares. Gosh. Fudge nuggets. Holy cannolis. I want
the National Live broadcast not just to make the music video, but so that we can analyze this for Maggie in more detail.
Oh yes, because there's only so much I remember of people standing in the squares and going out of the squares and...
Yeah, I can record stuff in my brain, but only so much.
Smokes, Teeny! The ladder is in the square. The ladder is the one that he goes up to go in.
That's where they eventually draw the black...
No.
No, it's inside the red square.
It's inside the red square, which is he goes up the ladder.
That's the battle. That's the honor. The warrior square. It's inside the warrior square.
The warrior square.
It's got a name.
The warrior square. The honor square and the square of
check
words.
the timestamp.